Welcome back, students. Let's continue with the next part of our chapter chemical reaction and equation. And in it, we are going to see the chemical equation and the balancing of the chemical equation. Okay. So, as we are in the previous lectures, we have studied about the chemical equation, different types of chemical reactions. Now, the last part of this chapter is concluded here by the part chemical equation balancing. Okay. So I am going to explain this part by using an example. So I am taking an example for a chemical equation which is showing that iron Fe is reacted with water to form Fe3O4 plus hydrogen gas is been removed out from there. So here this chemical equation is given and the question asks here balance the balance the given equation. Okay, we have to balance here this given equation. So how we are going to balance it, what is the way to balance it, and the first thing here is to find out is this given equation is balanced or not. The first thing which we have to do here is that we have to find out that is the given equation here is balanced or not. So the way here to solve this type of questions in the paper, you can follow the way which I am following here. Okay, or else there are many other ways, you can follow any of them, but my way I am teaching you here in this lecture. So here first write down the given equation, and after writing down the given equation, below it form three columns. Okay, three columns we have to follow. First column is for elements, second column is for reactant side or LHS, you can also mention it as LHS, and next column is for product side or you can mention it as RHS. Okay, RHS. Now how many elements are present in our reaction? So first you have to write the metals which are present in your reaction. After that, the non-metals, you have to write down the non-metals which are other than oxygen and hydrogen which are present in your reaction. So here no other non-metal, the metal which is present here is iron, so I have written the iron here. Then after that the non-metal other than oxygen or hydrogen, so no other metal or no other elements, the non-metal which are present here other than oxygen or hydrogen. Then the number of oxygen comes, then last is the hydrogen. Okay, after this we have to write down the number of the elements present in LHS and RHS there. Okay, so the number of iron present in LHS, it is one only. You can see here only one Fe is present in LHS side or reactant side, while in the case of product side you can see on the RHS side how many iron is present, 3 iron is present there. Okay, similarly oxygen, how much oxygen is present in the LHS side, in the reactant side only one. But in the RHS side, how many oxygen is present? 4 oxygen is present. Okay. How many hydrogen is present in the LHS or reactant side? Only 2 hydrogen is present here. While in the product side, how many hydrogen is present? Only 2 hydrogen is present. Okay. So here we can see that we can tally that 3 iron is present in the RHS of iron, but in LHS it is only 1, so it shows that it is disbalanced. Okay, it is imbalanced equation here. Also the product side you can see that oxygen is 4, while in the LHS or in the reactant side it is only 1. So hence we know that here iron and oxygen are disbalanced here, or they are not balanced here. So we have to balance these two elements on both the sides and write the new chemical equation, balanced chemical equation here. So let's start. So how to balance here? We are going to start here. Okay. So as the reaction was given and we were having that Fe plus H2O gives Fe3O4 plus H2. Elements were Fe, oxygen and hydrogen. At the reactant side, at the LHS side, they were 1, 1, 2. And at the RHS side, they were 3, 4, 2. Okay, now, as we know that, how we can balance, the rule here is, okay, I am writing it step by step. So, step 1 for balancing. Okay, step 1. Step 1 was that form column 3 in number, 3 in number. First for elements, second for reactant part, reactant or LHS, and third for product or RHS side. Okay, you have to do this. Then the step 2 here is balance. Now here we are going to start the balancing. So balance metals first on both sides. First you have to balance the metal. So here you can you know that iron is the only metal present in our reaction here. So how we can balance it? We can balance it by multiplying 3 here. Okay. Any other metal with this metal Fe, is any other element joined out here in the LHS part? No. So no other changes will be seen here because iron is alone in the right hand left hand side. So hence no changes will be seen here. Next here, next number comes, means the step 2, step 3. Now balance the non-metal other than oxygen and hydrogen. Okay. Now we have to balance the other non-metals present, which are other than oxygen or nitrogen. Step 4, balance non-metal, sorry, not non-metal, balance. Now at last we have to start the balancing of balance oxygen. Okay, balance oxygen, and after that balance hydrogen. Okay, at last means at last we have to balance the hydrogen. So now start balancing the oxygen here. So for starting balancing the oxygen, how we can balance oxygen here? Here 4 oxygen is present. So at the right hand side we have to multiply it with 4. at the left hand side. At the right hand side, 4 number of oxygen is there, but in the left hand side it is only 1. So we have to multiply 4 in the left hand side. But as we see here, hydrogen is joined with the oxygen here. Okay, hydrogen is joined with oxygen here. So if 4 is multiplied with oxygen here, then we have to multiply 4 with the hydrogen also. And due to this reason, what happens? Hydrogen disbalances here. Now at last, we have to balance the hydrogen. So we can do it by multiplying 4. Okay, 4 in the left hand side, 4 in the right hand side here. On balancing it, we will get, okay. Now after using this we have to write down the balanced chemical equation. Okay, now we have to write down the balanced chemical equation. So the balanced chemical equation now becomes, the last step is that we have to write down the balanced chemical equation. Okay, step 5, write balanced chemical equation. Okay, so here the balanced chemical equation becomes 3 was multiplied by Fe in the left hand side, plus 4 is multiplied by the water molecule in the left hand side, and due to this what happened, Fe3O4 is been formed and 4 is been multiplied with the hydrogen in the right hand side. So this becomes our balanced chemical equation. Okay, this becomes our balanced chemical equation. So this is the way to balance the chemical equation. Okay, this is the way to balance the chemical equation. Now let's take one more question here and try to balance it. So the question here is balance the chemical equation. The question asking here, Fe2O3 is reacting with carbon to form ferrous and carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is our reaction which is given here, and we have to balance it. So solution starts here. Given equation, Fe2O3 plus carbon, iron plus CO2. Okay, now elements, first row is, first follow column is for elements, then for the left hand side or the reactant part, and then for the right hand side or the product part. So elements, first we have to write down the metal. So metal here is iron, then non-metals other than oxygen and hydrogen, then it is carbon, then oxygen, and no hydrogen is present, so we don't have to write here the hydrogen element here. Okay, now number 2, here only 1, then carbon here it is 1, but here it is also 1. Okay, 1 1, then oxygen here 3, but here it is. Okay, now we have to balance this. So how to balance this first two steps has been passed out. Now let's go to the third step. First, balance the metals. So we have to first balance the metal. So metal is disbalanced in the left hand side, so we have to multiply the disbalanced amount in the right hand side. Okay, then carbon is balanced here, so no need to multiply anything in any of the side. Next comes the number of the oxygen. Okay, so here for oxygen you can see that 3 is present in the LHS and 2 is present in the RHS. So as 1 odd and 1 even is present, so you have to cross multiply it. It means that 2 has to be multiplied in the LHS and 3 is to be multiplied in the RHS side. But as you can see that in the LHS side, no changes. Okay, if I am multiplying O with 2, so then what will happen? It will affect the number of iron also. It will affect the number of the iron also. Okay, so hence 2 more will be multiplied here. So here I have to balance iron again. Okay, and when in the RHS side, when I am balancing the oxygen here, then it is attached with carbon here. So here I have to multiply carbon with 3 also. Okay, now you can see that it has become 4, it has become 4, it has become 1 into 3. Okay, 3 is equals to 3, and it has become 3, and at last 6, and here it becomes 6. So now all the side, both the sides, I can see that all the atoms are same. So the answer becomes here. The last step was to write the balanced chemical equation. So the balanced chemical equation becomes here 4Fe2O3. Okay, sorry, one thing I have made wrong here. Here I have to multiply 4, because here 2 iron is there, na? 2 iron is there, it means it becomes 8. So here I have to multiply with 4, so it becomes 8. Okay, so 4 Fe2O3 plus how much carbon is there? 3 carbon is there, and here 8 Fe will be formed out. 8 Fe plus 6 CO, the 6 CO. Okay, so here one more thing I have made mistake, that 3, 1 into 3, sorry, 3 CO2 will be, okay. So this is now balanced chemical equation. Our balanced chemical equation is, as you can see here, the number of oxygen I have multiplied how many here? 3, okay, and 6. So here 2 oxygen is present, so I am multiplying 3 with CO2, then 3 carbon and 2 oxygen, it becomes 6. Okay, here also 3 carbon, here also 4 threes are 12 carbon. Okay, now it is disbalanced here, 12 carbon here, so 6, 6, 12. Okay. So I can balance here by doing this thing. It can be balanced here like this, plus 6 CO2 into 6. Here also I have to multiply 6. Multiply this side also with 6. Then carbon is balanced out here. Also the whole equation gets balanced here. See, 6 carbon, 6 carbon, 12 oxygen, 4 threes are 12 oxygen, 8 iron, 8 iron. So both the sides, the number of atoms become equal, and hence our equation becomes balanced out. Here it will come 8. Okay, so this is our chemically balanced equation. Okay, this is our chemically balanced equation. Okay, let's move to the next question. I am taking a question from your book. Okay, from your book itself I am taking a question which will make it more easy for you to understand. Okay, so the question is asking here, okay, so the question is asking here, write balanced chemical equation for first hydrogen plus chloride gives hydrogen chloride. Okay, here in this type of question you can see that word names are given, no symbols are given here, so you have to remember all the symbols. So before, in the before class also, in the basic concept of the first class which I have taken for you, in that only I have mentioned that you have to remember up till 30 elements. It is very necessary you have to remember up till 30 elements of the periodic table, because without remembering it, it is not possible for you to form these types of questions. Also you must have know about how to form the chemical compounds here. Okay, so as you know that if I know that hydrogen is reacting here with chloride means chlorine, okay, Cl, so then it is forming HCl. So how this HCl is formed here? Okay, so it is done by using that crisscross method which we have studied last year. How, as you know that the valency of hydrogen is +1 and the valency of chlorine is -1. So on cross multiplying these two, here we get the number of how much hydrogen atom will be present here and how much chlorine atom will be present in our compound. So 1 will be sufficient for both. So hence the formula forms here HCl. Okay, so you have to use all the class 9th course basic things in order to cope up your course in the class 10th. Okay, so please try to cope up with it and try to revise all the things which were you have used in your class 12th. Okay, now first thing, H2Cl2. Why I am taking H2Cl2 here? Because hydrogen is an element which cannot which is not able to independently exist in its single form. Okay, it cannot exist in its single form independently. It is necessary for it to present in molecular form only. Okay, in the elemental molecular form. Similarly, chlorine is also that type of element only. So therefore the molecule formed by hydrogen is H2 and the molecule formed by chlorine is Cl2. Okay, so the formula is becomes H2Cl2 gives HCl. Now we have to form out the three columns. First is for the elements, second is for the LHS, and next is for the RHS. Okay, so elements are no metal is present, only chlorine non-metal is present, so I am writing first chlorine. No oxygen is there, only hydrogen is there, so chlorine and hydrogen I have written. In the left hand side they are 2 in number, but in the right hand side they are only 1 in number. Okay, so how to balance? Just multiply 2 and just multiply 2. Okay, so the formula, the last chemical formula or the balanced chemical formula becomes H2 plus Cl2 gives 2HCl. Okay, this is our balanced chemical formula becomes. This was very easy question. Next, barium chloride. Next question here is barium chloride plus aluminium sulfate. Aluminium sulfate gives barium sulfate plus aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride. Okay, so as I have told you before also that you must have learned that how to form the compounds. Okay, so please go through once and revise your class 9th course for chemistry. Okay, and if you are not able to do that thing, then let me know, and then I will make you understand that all the crisscross method and these valencies and all these things again. Okay, so now barium chloride here. So barium chloride formula becomes BaCl2. How it has came? Ba and Cl. Okay, so for Ba the valency is +2 and for Cl it is -1. Now a question arises here is that as Ba is an element which is present away from the element number 30. So how to remember its state, oxidation state or valency. Okay. So for this type of questions, I will suggest you to remember the elements valency according to its group number. Okay. You have seen the periodic table. You've seen the periodic table, which is looks like this. Okay, this is your periodic table. So there are total 18 groups present here. There are total 18 groups which are present here. Like this, total 18 groups are there. Okay, total 18 groups will be here. Okay, so first, second, third, fourth, fifth, like this, 18 groups are there. So according to their number, you can remember easily their oxidation state. For first group, +1 oxidation state is there. For second group, +2 oxidation state is there. For 13th group, +3 oxidation state is there. For 14th group, +4 oxidation state is there. For 15th group, it is -3. For 16th group, it is -2. For 17th group, it is -1. And for 18th group, it is 0. Okay, so by remembering this, you can easily remember the oxidation state or valency of a element. Here lithium, okay, then lithium, potassium, lina, acha, sorry, so lithium, then sodium. Okay, lithium, then sodium is there. Lithium, sodium, potassium, cesium, lina की है rubidium, cesium, and last is the francesium. Okay, next is the +2. So for +2 elements means second group elements, the group elements are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. Okay, so like this it can help you here. Okay, so for this simple, I am giving you first two groups mnemonics, as I have given you mnemonic for the uh, reactivity series na. So here also I am giving you mnemonics for the first two groups, which is like this: लीना की रूबी से है फ्रेंडशिप. Okay, लीना की रूबी से है फ्रेंडशिप. So here Li stands for lithium, Na stands for sodium, keys K stands for potassium, rubies R stands for rubidium, Rb okay stands for rubidium, Cs stands for cesium, and friendships Fr stands from francesium. Or you can also remember it like this: लीना की रब से है फरियाद. Okay, also this also mnemonic forms out here: लीना की रब से है फरियाद. Okay, but it is more easy to remember like this: लीना की रूबी से है friendship. Okay, so here Li stands for lithium, Na stands for sodium, K stands for potassium, rubies Rb stands for rubidium, cesium Cs stands for cesium, and francesium Fr stands for francesium. Okay, second group it becomes here बेटा मांगे कार, बेटा मांगे कार, स्कूटर बाप राजी. Okay, scooter बाप राजी. So here Be beryllium, Mg magnesium, Ca calcium, Sr strontium, Ba barium, Ra radium. Okay, beryllium BeRyLium, magnesium, calcium, strontium StronTium, strontium, barium barium, Radium. Okay, so all these are having +2 state. and all these are having plus 1 state. Okay, so this will make them easy, this will make them easy to remember. Okay, so I have given you first two groups valency, that for lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium, they will always have the valency as plus 1 only. Okay, anywhere it will be have valency only plus 1, while beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium, they will always have the valency as plus 2. Okay, they will always have the valency as plus 2. So this is for your remembering purpose, you can use this to remember. Okay, next let's move further and solve this question here. Further, I will give you all the mnemonics for all the groups. Okay, but for presently, I have given you for first and second group only. Now, here you can see that barium was present in second group, so its valency becomes plus 2. So, I have to cross multiply here. The valencies are cross multiplied here. So, one barium will be sufficient, but two chlorines will be required. So, therefore, the formula becomes BaCl2 here. Okay, it becomes BaCl2. Next, next, aluminium sulfate. Aluminium. Aluminium is present in the 13th group. Okay, it is present in the 13th group and its mnemonic becomes Alu. Sorry, not Alu. It starts with B. Means Bagan, Alu, Gajar in Thali. Okay, Bagan, Alu, Gajar in Thali. Let's see. Let's say that we have prepared a thali for our food, for our meal, and in it, what is there? Bagan is there. So bagan's B start is boron. Okay, alu's Al is for aluminium. Okay, gajar's Ga is for gallium. Iron, indium, and last is the Th, thallium. Okay, so these are the elements of 13th group and they all are having the valency of plus 3 only. They all are having the valency of plus 3 only. Okay, bagan, alu, gajar in thali. You can make in your mind like that. We have prepared a thali for our meal, and in that bagan, alu, gajar are present. Okay, in our thali. So the mnemonic becomes here bagan, alu, gajar in thali. Okay, all these elements are having plus 3 valence. So here for aluminium it is plus 3, and for sulfate is SO4. It is a polyatomic ion here. Okay, it is a polyatomic ion and its valency is minus 2. You have studied about polyatomic ion in the class 9th only. So it is having valency of minus 2. So cross multiply here, as both are odd and even number is there. So you have to cross multiply here and it will become like this: Al2 SO4 thrice. Here barium sulfate is formed out. It means barium sulfate, BaSO4 will be formed out, and aluminium chloride means AlCl3 will be formed out. Okay. How AlCl3? Then again plus 3, Cl minus 1. On cross multiplying, we will find out that 3Cl will be required. So therefore, AlCl3 will be formed out. Okay. Let's move further and solve this equation. So first we have to write the elements, then the LHS side, then the RHS side. Okay. So here elements, first we have to write all the metals. So here metals are barium and aluminium. Then after that we have to write the non-metals other than oxygen and hydrogen. So other than oxygen and hydrogen, here chlorine is present and sulfate is present, and at last oxygen is present. All the elements have been came. Now let's start the balancing. How many barium is present? One at the LHS and one at the RHS. How many aluminium is present? Two, and here only one is present. How many sulfate chloride is present? 2 chlorine, here 3 chlorine. How many sulfur is present? 3 sulfur, but here only 1 sulfur. How many oxygen is present? 4 threes are 12 oxygen, and here only 4 oxygen is present. Now we have to start the balancing. Okay, so first we have to balance the metals. The rule was to first to balance the metals. Okay, so here let's start balancing here. So as we see that barium is balanced out here, so no worry to balance it. Next come the number of the aluminium. Aluminium, for aluminium balancing we have to multiply it with 2. Next number comes for the chlorine. So for chlorine, here we have to multiply it with 2 and we have to multiply it with 3. Okay, cross multiplying must be done. But as we are multiplying chlorine with 3, it is attached with barium here, so barium must also be multiplied with 3. If I am multiplying 3 with the barium, then it gets disbalanced. So in order to balance it, we have to multiply 3 on the right hand side also. Okay, but if I am multiplying 3 with the barium on the right hand side, then what will happen? Then sulfur number will change and it will also be balanced, multiplied with 3 here. And oxygen will also be multiplied with 3. Okay, so is all the things are balanced out here? Let's see. Here it becomes 3, here it becomes 3, here it is 2, here it is 2. The chlorine is 6, the chlorine is 6. The sulfur is 3, the sulfur is 3 here. The oxygen number is 12, the oxygen number is 12. Yes, the equation has been balanced out here. So at last the final step becomes to balance the write the balanced chemical equation. So the balanced chemical equation becomes here 3 BaCl2 plus Al2 SO4 thrice. No changes in this compound, but here the change is there. 3 is been multiplied here, and due to which 3 BaSO4 is formed, and we have to multiply here with 2. So here 2 AlCl3 will do. So here you can see that 2 aluminium, 6 chlorine, 6 chlorine, 3 barium, 3 bariums, 3 sulfur, 3 sulfur, 12 oxygen, 12 oxygen. All are balanced out. So this is the chemical balanced equation. Chemically balanced equation. Let's move further and take one more question. Now this time I am taking a question where word like problem is there for chemical balancing. Solutions of barium chloride and sodium sulfate is in water reacts to form insoluble barium sulfate and solution of sodium chloride. Okay, now the question pattern has been changed out here. It is also balanced the chemical equation only, but the equation is given in the form of a paragraph here. Okay, so now first we have to write down here the chemical equation. Okay, okay. First we have to write down the chemical balance equation here. Chemical equation here. So barium chloride is here. So BaCl2 is here. Sodium sulfate is here. So sodium plus 1 charge. First group element it is. Sulfate SO4 2 minus it is. So here cross multiplication we will get Na2SO4. Okay. And it is forming. They all are aqueous. They all are aqueous in first. But after formation what happens? BaSO4 is formed, which is solid, and NaCl is aqueous solution. Okay, so now we have to balance this equation. Let's start balancing. Element LHS, RHS. Okay. So element are barium, first metal, barium, then sodium, then comes the number of non-metal other than oxygen and hydrogen. So they are chlorine and sulfur, and at last it is oxygen. Okay. So now, sorry. Now LHS, at LHS, one barium is there. One barium is there in the RHS also. Sodium, two sodium, but only one in RHS. Chlorine, two chlorine, one chlorine in the RHS. Okay. Also sulfur, one sulfur. Sorry, pardon. One sulfur in the RHS also. Okay. Oxygen, four at reactant part and four at LHS part. Okay. So start balancing here. We have to first balance the metals, but barium is balanced out here, so the number comes for the sodium, multiplying 2 in the product side. Then if I am multiplying 2 with the product side here, then I have to multiply 2 also in the Cl side also. Okay. Left, you can see here all other are balanced. No more balancing will be required because all other are balanced out here. Okay. So the chemical balance equation becomes here BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 gives, it is in aqueous, okay. Here nothing has been multiplied or changed out, so it is like this only. The change is taken in the NaCl, so 2 NaCl. Okay, so this is your balanced equation. See here, one barium, two chlorine, two sodium, one sulfur, four oxygen, one sulfur, four oxygen. All are balanced out. Okay, so this is the way to balance the chemical. Okay, chemical equation. How to balance the chemical equation I have taught you. In the next class also we will take more examples and clear this part. Okay, so thank you for watching this video, and please prepare your notes from the starting only. It will make your hustle, it will lower your uh, writing work. Okay, or else it will make you very much burden at the last time. So thank you for watching this, and be safe and be at home.